You've been bamboozled, but probably not, because I tried to make it clear that the thumbnail and title were clickbait. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts. I am dying from the content drought, y'all. I would be so happy if we just got Missing Link, but it feels like it's still so far away, and Kingdom Hearts 4 is absolutely not coming out this year at this point. I'm not even sure it'll be ready for 2025. I imagine they would have started advertising a bit more and everything if it was coming out this year, but, the advertisements for 3 were way too much and spoiled a ton, so maybe they could be doing something different this time. Back on topic, though. Kingdom Hearts 4. I am so excited. We're gonna see Sora again, Strelitzia, the Master of Masters, Yozora, and Quadratum. There's so much I'm looking forward to, and so much we don't know yet. I cannot convey with words how excited and ready I am for this game to release. In the meantime, though, I decided to try my hand at designing Kairi and Riku's Kingdom Hearts 4 outfits. Technically, I imagine these would be their Quadratum outfits, because I know Sora's Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer outfit is probably just for Quadratum, and if he went back to the fictional world, he'd be in his Kingdom Hearts 3 clothes again. I started with drawing Sora from the trailer real quick, just to get a feel for some of the design differences from his previous outfits. The pose I chose was just a quick mix of his older renders. I didn't think about it that much. It is so interesting how dark his outfit is this time around. It feels like he was just running around in his weird, super saturated red jumpsuit onesie thingy, and now he's just so different and traumatized. I drew him smiling, even though he doesn't really have anything to smile about, because I miss his genuine smile. I love the incorporation of darkness into his design and how it's overcoming his bright red shirt. Not that the saturation in light is completely disappearing, but like it's being swallowed up underneath. Obviously, the darker tones and lack of color is also because the Kingdom Hearts 4 designs, being set in the real world, will likely be more inspired by Japanese street and techwear fashions. It was so weird drawing his hair so not spiky. I did this to convey his existence in the real world now, but at first I thought this looked nothing like Sora. I trusted the process, and I think he is at least recognizable despite the lack of spiky hair at the end. I also just want to say this really quickly before moving on. Has anyone honestly recovered from the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 in Reminds? I absolutely have not. I still can't believe they just killed Sora like that. Like, Melody of Memory was fun. I know we got Dark Road and everything, and the latter was extremely dark, but Sora? They just killed him? The way Kairi grabs his hands because she understands what's happening as the sun sets behind them is just so upsetting to me. That ending cinematic is a masterpiece in every way, don't get me wrong, but wow, it gets me every single time. Up next is Kairi. I was so excited to draw her. I love the entire Destiny trio so much, but Kairi holds a special place in my heart because she just feels so unique compared to the literal entire rest of the cast. Her design here takes elements from her previous designs as well as from Sora, Riku, and Aqua. I wanted to lean into the color being covered by the darkness, as in Sora's design, so I wanted to use a lot of charcoaly dark gray tones and shades. Her shoes and color scheme, along with her shirt, are directly taken from or inspired by her previous designs, primarily from Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. I decided to give her a jacket that looks a lot like Riku's from Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think this ties together nicely with Sora and Riku always having at least 1 or 2 similar design features starting around Kingdom Hearts 2, with their shared horizontal stripes and cropped jackets. I feel like Nomura is finally going to let Kairi into the spotlight beside them, so she should have a matching part of her outfit too, right? The pockets are so overdone here because Sora's Quadratum outfit has a ton of pockets. I'm unsure if this is just stylish right now with techwear, or if this is just like a Kingdom Hearts thing, but I think pockets are going to be the thing in this next game, like how we had zippers and then plaid for some reason. The aqua elements in Kairi's design here come in with her belt pocket cross thing I added, the corset, I made Kairi shorter than Aqua's though, and the bows on her sleeves. Kairi is an extremely feminine character, so I wanted to keep that reflected in her design, and with Aqua being her new mentor, I imagine a lot of Aqua's design may finally rub off onto Kairi. I wanted Kairi to be super feminine, but still actiony here. Square is finally going to let her beat the shit out of people, so she needs opportunities for a lot more movement, you know? I also tried to reflect this in her pose. Kairi always looks very reserved in her poses, and in some of the later renders, she even looks a bit shy to me. I wanted her to be doing something and for her to look excited about it. Finally, I gave her this haircut because I love the trope and custom of characters cutting their hair after loss. It's also based off of one of Utada's recent banger hairstyles, as customary for Kairi. Now I do want to say, I understand Kairi may not be in Kingdom Hearts 4 that much, and I'm completely okay with that. Honestly, I feel like we may get some parallels from Kingdom Hearts 2 with Sora and Riku. We play the game as Sora, occasionally cutting to Riku searching for him this time, and at the end, Sora, Riku, and Kairi are finally reunited. Instead of how it is at the end of 2 though, I can see Kairi going with them for the epic boss battle marathon. Kairi will finally be stronger now, strong enough to protect the ones she loves, and she's not going to let anything happen to them. It felt like Kingdom Hearts 3 was the beginning of Kairi's arc, a character who has always been sidelined since the beginning. She's finally going to come into her own, and we'll actually get to see it happen this time around. Okay, moving on to Riku. Riku is one of my favorite characters in this series, and I was a bit intimidated to design him here. I struggled a lot with him, in part because his pose is always so static. Dude's just standing there in his renders? What is he even doing? So I decided to draw him mirroring half of Sora's pose, with one hand dangling down his side, because apparently he just does that. I didn't have to plan much for Kairi's design mentally. I just went for it and kept building onto it as I went. I was at a loss for Riku though, but I knew I wanted to incorporate some of his previous designs, which would also, as mentioned before, end up incorporating some of Sora's design elements, tying them together. I then remembered the Super Groupies clothing collab they did a while back, and Riku's design ended up being heavily inspired and referenced by that. The leather jacket was just a brilliant design move from Super Groupies in my opinion, so I had to include it. I cropped it a lot though to be in line with some of Riku's earlier outfits, and I also included more yellow elements and baggier pants this time around. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3's outfit, while definitely my favorite batch of outfits in the series, doesn't feel like Riku enough to me. I understand that he has grown so much, and the outfit reflects that, but I will just say that growth and healing are never linear, and I think he may struggle a bit with darkness or anxiety in the next game after the events of 3 and Melody of Memory. I think I failed a bit with his pants here. They were supposed to be techwear pants. It seems nobody can decide on what exactly they're called, but I've seen some people call them cargo pants or joggers as well. Anyway, I think they mimicked Riku's fishing pants from Kingdom Hearts 1 really well in terms of the shape, but these were much more stylish and in line with what he would wear now. They don't entirely look like what I wanted them to here, and I struggled to draw them because it was my first time drawing them and I didn't do any studies, but I tried. I gave him docks because, of course. I gave him a hoodie because that also just felt right with his design and the modern aesthetic they appear to be going for. Despite all of my gripes, I am very satisfied with how his design turned out, and I think he may actually wear something similar to this in the game. So what do you think? This video is going to be so fun, or maybe funny, to revisit in a couple of years once we finally get to see their designs, assuming Kairi and Riku actually make it to Quadratum. Do you have any predictions for the outfits or events of Kingdom Hearts 4? I personally think we're finally going to get Oswald. Mark me on that, okay? I'm predicting it. Anyway, feel free to share all of your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and it may be a little cliche, but I have to say it for this video. May your heart be your guiding key.